Hey, folks, welcome to the Bitcoin Power Team Friday Night Frenzy Hangout. My name's Chuck Shaduck, and I'm the Digital Duck. I'm from St. Joseph, Missouri. I'm 63 years old, and I've been married to my wife for 30 years. My best friend, her name's Addie Marie. The reason I'm here is because of my children, my grandchildren, and I love residual incomes. And I'm here because I love these folks on the panel. We're here and we are the Bitcoin Power Team. We are here tonight to talk to you about residual income versus job slavery. We've all been there. We've all been in both battles, both fields, right? And then we're going to share with you some of our experiences in both fields. The people down below that you see from right to left or left to right, Stephen, if you'd wave at the folks, we'll come and talk to Stephen. We'll also come and talk to Nira in the middle. And Greg Ballou, who is our video and presentation producer, he will also present something tonight, which I'll help and we'll go through a calculator that we have for one of our residual incomes, all right? So I want to go ahead on and I'm going to begin with the gentleman right in the middle because he's over on the other side of the pond. His name is Nira. I'm going to bring Nira up. Nira's going to share with us why some of his job slavery experiences, what they do, what he does for a living, and why he's chosen residual income to promote and help himself and his family. So Nira, if you would, come on up on the screen, unmute yourself, my brother, and I'll mute myself and shut up.
Hi guys, my name is Neeraj. I'm from India. Uh, I was working in a call center. Now, many people know call center, or many may not be knowing it. Now, call center is where you actually take telephone calls and answer customer queries. Now, in that, what used to happen, you had to go at odd times. You had to come back home at odd times. You had odd sleeping hours. So my life was totally miserable. Uh, it affected my health. Okay, and uh, also the salary that they offered was very limited. But now, when I sit at home and I'm able to earn whatever I used to earn in the call center, I'm able to earn in maybe 15 days or so. It has a potential. So that's the whole reason I'm there on internet. So that's my simple story. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Near. I do appreciate it. Near's across the pond over there, and it must be, what, 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that, Near. I believe you. Thumbs up if I'm close, because I know he gets up in the mornings to hang out with us, and we do appreciate him via. I'm going to next come to the guy over here. His name's Ty Young. He lives in Mansfield, Ohio, here in the USA. So, Ty, if you would, unmute yourself and give the folks one of your experiences. I know you understand job slavery because you live right above your job at 24/7. So go ahead, Ty, and share your experiences and why Ty Young chose to come and hang out with the Bitcoin Power Team and why residual income is important to you, brother.
Hey, this is very easy for me to say, and I really, really am tired of working. I'm tired of the work that I do because it's 24/7. We have, I live above a bakery. Right through that door right there is a bakery. There's some, oh, there's all this stuff over there. Anyway, and you just go downstairs and start working. And it's work. Me and my boss work together in a bakery, and we're the only two bakers that are here. And it just it taxes me. It taxes us for time all the time. I mean, it's constant. We eat, sleep, and work. That's it, literally. And we can't afford because of the overhead we have. We can't afford more employees, or we would hire more people to help. But and then we can't find people that want to work like we do, or do it like we do. So we decided to just go ahead and just do it ourselves. So and then he has his mother and a couple ladies that work the store, but I work the store at certain times of the day too, to offset the timings. And we pay part time to those people, and we don't really want to pay out part time. We want to be able to give full time to everybody, but we can't afford to do that because of the debt we're in. Um, there's a lot of things to a bakery that there's a lot of things to a bakery that you don't comprehend unless you're here and do it. Like, I'll give you an example of something that really gets on our nerves. Paying out people that have their hand out all the time. You know, in a business, see this hand? See how close it is to the camera? That's how it is to us sometimes. Like that's all they know. You know, like they want us to pay them so that we can stay open. Imagine that. You know, like I'll tell you, I'll give you one. Workman's comp. Anybody familiar with workman's comp? Yeah, they like to charge the crap out of you, and then that that's a debt. You know, that's every 6 months, every half we got to pay workman's comp. Okay, and then we have taxes to pay. You know, people have the paychecks, and we have to pay the taxes on the paychecks. And then you have the how about the inspectors? Oh, the lovely inspectors like the health inspectors and agricultural and the health department period come down here and check us. Both of them two types of inspectors. Say, hey, this needs improved, this needs changed, do this, do that, and we got to do it or we don't get to stay open. And so we made improvements to the bakery that are very highly expensive. Okay? Now, working online is totally different. What's your expense? The internet bill? Computer? Buy a computer. I got me a computer. It's nice right here. See how I'm shaking it? I love it. It's a great little box. I don't have. It doesn't talk back to me. I don't have to tell it what to do, and it gets it right every time. And I love the computer. And these people here on the panel have become very serious tools for me to learn how to do the internet stuff. I never knew how to make a video. I never knew how to use Google Chrome. Here's one for you. What's that? Google Drive. I never tried Google Drive before, but I found all kinds of stuff in Google Drive, and Chuck there showed me how to use that. And these guys right here know what they're doing when it comes to marketing, and they can get you a downline fast. They're like that. I mean, I had like 3 or 4 people sign under me already. It didn't stay, but I'm looking forward to getting me a downline right now because I got one person right now, and that's my boss. I picked him out, put him under me, and then these guys are getting me the other one. You know what I mean? Before I even get to it. But they showed me how to recruit. They showed me how to talk to people online where I'm comfortable. And it just gives me a lot of confidence. And guess what? I don't have to pay the employees here. I ain't gotta owe nobody. There's no workman's comp here. I don't have to put insurance on nobody here when they're driving my car. Let me list the stuff for you. I can really make you sick of work. Trust me. And so, I really love the internet because I don't have nothing but this here. This lovely group of people here that actually inspire me to move on and move ahead and make money the easy way. They make the internet like a walk through the park. You know what I mean? So I love it. So that's why. Thanks, Chuck.
Hey, thanks, Ty, for sharing there, man. I can see why you really know job slavery. You eat it, sleep it, and live with it day by day. Been there and done that. All right, can you guys hear me okay? Apparently I can't hear everybody. There we go. All right, now we got it. All right, well, hey, now we're back, and we're going to go to a friend of mine. His name is Steven. He lives over out there on the West Coast, so he's a little bit earlier than us. And I want to talk to Steven for just a minute about his work that he's done for years. Because I know Steven is into bicycles, and that's what his passion is. Steven, would you come up and share with us your experiences in the bicycles that you've done over the years and why you want to get out of that and get into a residual income and what brought you to residual income? You'll have to unmute yourself. There you go, brother. Thanks, Steven.
Well, I really enjoy working on bicycles. They don't talk back to me. Of course, the guys that ride them do. But actually, that's not the. I never really made a lot of money in bicycles. It's it's been the thing that I enjoyed the most all my life. But I had my own bicycle shop for a few years, and it didn't matter that I didn't really make a lot of money then because I loved it. I mean, it was, and we never missed any meals. Everything was fine uh, as far as I was concerned. But came a point in time when it got really tough. I came down with pneumonia, and there was all kinds of problems stacked up on top of each other, and I quit, and I went into first time I ever went into a state of depression. I didn't know that's what it was, and that was all the way back in the 70s. I'm 69 years old now. Where I made all my money all these years was working in Silicon Valley. Lockheed, IBM, Xerox, HP, Apple, a bunch of them. Even more than that. Doing the electromechanical specialty stuff, just like the real intricate things that nobody else had the patience to do. I loved it, and I made money, but I spent it all because it was really expensive to live there. So I'm with I live with Nancy. Well, she's my ex-wife, but we've been together since 1972. Most of the time we've been together. We've been apart a couple of times, but yeah, but we're still together. But now she owns the house. We moved out of Silicon Valley when she retired. We bought a house in Sacramento, and it's much cheaper to live here. But all my contacts, everybody I knew, all my whatever, it's all went away. it's all done 120 miles away from here in San Jose. It's too far to commute, and wouldn't do me any good anyway because it's all different now anyway. So that place is so crowded, I can't believe it. I mean, Anyway, I quit working. Well, I retired, okay, but I kept on working in a bicycle shop belonging to a friend of mine for a while, and it was cool. Getting my Social Security retirement plus enough income to take care of all the things I needed. But that only lasted for a little while, and all of a sudden, he got sick, closed the bike shop, and I'm down to Social Security retirement only. And they mislabeled it. It's not Social Security, it's social insecurity. That's what it really is. It's not enough money to make it. So we're cool. We own the house, where Nancy owns it. But we get by. But that's all we do is get by. And that's why I went online looking for something to do. And I spent a good four years looking around trying to find something that was going to work for me, that I could make money at, and have the time to do the things I wanted to do with the money. And I found Zookle first. That's where I met Chuck, and that's where I met Greg. And I'm here now because this place looks like a really good way to do it. I mean, I see how quickly this is growing, and I'm really excited about it. And you ought to be too, because for the little amount of money it takes to get into this thing, it's well worth it. You got to figure out what it is you're supposed to do, and you got to devote some time to it. Not a whole lot, just some. It's a lot easier than all the other things I did all my life. Like this last week, I needed some extra money. I went out and helped a friend with work on his car. It was supposed to be about a day's worth of work. I had to put an alternator in it, had to put a radiator in it. But he's broke. Matter of fact, he got evicted. And I was working on his car the last day before he had to get out of there. And came right down to it. I got the car running. It works fine. But it was a long, hard day. I mean, I started early in the morning, and I was still working on it at about 9 o'clock at night. It was dark already. I was having a hard time seeing the last few things to do. But at 6 o'clock in the morning, the sheriff was coming back to make sure that he was gone, and he still had all his stuff there. Not all of his stuff, but like 2 truckloads of stuff were still in the house. He didn't have any friends helping him to do it. So I stayed up all night long and helped get it done. I commandeered my brother in his truck, and we came over and helped him out. And as a result, I didn't have the. I couldn't even get back online the next day. I had to sleep. But here I am back now, and all I can tell you is that this is the way to do it. Find a good company that has people who have some integrity, want to do it right, and you just get with it. Put your heart and soul into it for a little while, and residual income
Greg,
is what it's all about.
Stephen, I want to say thank you, my friend, because I know you've been through a long day today, and thank you for sharing. But that really leads right into my absolute best. One of my friends here, Greg Ballou, out in South Carolina, because we want to share with folks just what one of the reasons, the thing you're talking about, a calculator that will do just that. And I'm going to give it back to Greg Ballou and let him introduce himself, where he's from, and then he's going to share with us a presentation that him and I will work through and share with you one of the residual incomes that we all on this panel are really, really excited about, and that we share every Thursday at this same time, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, all right? And we do the same thing, and we share in detail this program that we're about to share with you on the calculator. So, Greg, if you would take it over, my friend, thanks for being here.
Yeah, my name is Greg Ballou. I live out here in South Carolina. I'm on the East Coast over here. No, I don't live nowhere near a beach. I live in the woods out here in South Carolina. But yeah, I want to tell you a little bit about my background. I'm married, got 2 kids. Married to my wife Angie, and got a boy and a girl, Jay and Nicole. Got 2 grandbabies, Braden and AJ. And I spent most of my life in the telecommunication. Uh, that's my background is in satellite and cable industry. And it's some long hours. I mean, you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you go to work, you get your work orders for the day. And here's the key thing: most people work 9 to 5, or they got set hours, 9 to 5, or 3 12s, or 4 10s, or whatever. Um, in my case, when you got your work orders, you got home. Your day was over when your work orders were completed. So whether you started at 7 8 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I wouldn't get home till after midnight. So I did that 6 days a week for 24 years. Real fun. But I turned to network marketing and internet marketing due to time freedom. For me, it's not all about the money. Money's great, but it's more or less like time freedom. I like the time freedom. Um, so right now, I'm going to show you, me and Chuck's going to show you exactly what vehicle we chose and how we can help people get residual income and time freedom. Because we found out that if you have residual income, you have time freedom. Now, we're not, and I say this on most of my hangouts that I have, we're not talking about the Maseratis or the Bugattis or the whatever other Audis are out there, or 17-bedroom homes. We're talking about getting your bills paid. We ain't talking about Corvette convertibles with the big swimming pool in the middle of the home. If you got your bills paid and you got a little bit of cash left over, that's called time freedom, to where you have time to spend with your family and do whatever you want to do. So that's what we're here to talk about. If the Bugattis and Maseratis come later in life, hey, that's icing on the cake. But right now we're talking about getting bills paid. So I'm going to share my screen here, and Chuck's going to go over this little thing that he made. I think it's pretty cool, called the calculator that he's got. So let me see if I can pull this bad boy up. Y'all see my screen?
I got you covered there, Greg. If you want to, what I'll do, if you'll mute yourself, you can still hear me, and I'll try and explain what's in front of folks here. So, can everybody else on the panel see that okay? If you would, give us the thumbs up on there. Everybody can see it? Ty, Steven, Nira, all you guys can see that screen okay? All right, everybody's seeing it. Good deal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is called the ZAR Fund Calculator, and this is a totally different concept than probably any concept you have ever seen before. I'm going to talk to you about taking your dollars that you own and opening up your own bank where you are in control of all of your money and you can transfer to any other place in the world, to anybody in the world. You will cut down on your fees, your costs, and everything involved with doing that. It's called a bank or a MasterCard or a Visa card or a debit card or a credit card. You use those now to use your money to transfer around to pay for debts, goods, and services, right? I'm going to share with you tonight how you can take $20, less than $20. We usually say $20 because it's easy to remember, right? Take $20 and in turn turn that $20 into a currency called Bitcoin. Now, the difference between this currency and any other currency is that you are in sole control of that currency. In other words, you can take it and be anywhere in the world and turn it into the currency that's there to spend it. You can take it and send it to anybody anywhere in the world, and they get it instantaneously. And the charges are pennies. They're not dollars. You're not going to pay the massive charges that are involved. And I want to do is I'm going to share with you what we have here before you is a way that you can donate $20 and convert that into Bitcoin and donate it to someone within our team, all right? And what that's going to give you the opportunity to be able to do is to get two other folks to donate to you $20 worth of Bitcoin. It's called 0.03, which means 3% of the value of a Bitcoin. Right now, if you can see up there, Greg has got his finger over the face that says $574.48. That's what Bitcoin was worth at the last time we checked. Now Greg's going to go over and he's going to click on that link that you see over there that says Bitcoin value now. He'll pop up there. I'll scroll up and he'll click on that link and it'll open up in another page and it will tell us what the value of a Bitcoin is right now. All right? Excuse me for one moment because you know who that is. I can tell by the ring. It's my wife. So one moment. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, but my wife comes first in my life. All right, so I had to answer that. I may have to step outside the door if she's upstairs, but let me go ahead and continue. As you can see right now, the price of a Bitcoin is $575.28. So Greg's going to go back to the calculator now, and he will plug in that amount, the 575.28. It's went up. The last time it was there that I was there, it was 574.48. That's what I plugged in. What I want to bring to your attention before he plugs that number in there is you'll see over to the left it says level, donors, donor amount, Bitcoin amount, Bitcoin received, Bitcoin upgrade, monthly amount, and what's most important to all of us here and all of you, I'm sure, is the profit per month. So if, let's say you donate 3%, which is about $20, right, to two people, one person, and they do the same for you, that means you will be in profit by about $5.74 that month. But that means that the next level is going to take place. So what that means that four people are then going to donate to you. And then it's all a matter of donation, and this calculator will do it. So down on the bottom, let me go ahead and read it. This service is provided on an as-is, as-available service. Now, we can't make any warranties of any kind, either expressed or implied, that you're going to make billions of dollars or millions or even a dollar, all right? I want you to understand that there are specific guidelines and policies that are in place to help this work for you and everybody on our team. Once again, I want to reiterate something. This is your own personal banking system. This is just not a new way to make money online. You're going to convert your $20 into a currency that will be used worldwide. Look it up. It's called cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin is the leader. and then we're going to donate that to someone. And because you all know that the more people you help get what they want in life, the more you're going to get, right? That's what we're here about. We're helping everybody you see on this panel and everybody that joins us. So I want you to also understand that you have to understand exactly how Zarfund works before you join Zarfund. You failing to step up, or what we call upgrading, and making that 0.03 or a 3% of a Bitcoin donation to the person that invited you will cause the system to delete your account. If you sign up today with Zarfund and you do not upgrade within a 24-hour period, the system will detect that and it'll kick you out. It'll give you one more opportunity to do that 2 times, and it won't let you come back in, because this is a serious way of changing your life and creating your own banking system. All right. Now you're welcome to join again, like I said, the second time to decide to participate. But if you do that, like I said, you'll be gone and you'll be banned from the community. Now, you need to really understand that spamming, you can't be sending this stuff all across the internet and spamming everybody. We're looking for people that are really interested in changing their life, right? We want people that want to participate, and that they know that if we find out that it's spammed, your account will be immediately suspended from receiving any spillover. Your objective, what is so great about this, and I'm sure Greg and the guys on below will agree with me, 2 people. I don't know about you, but this old guy has been in network marketing since 1988, and I've failed since 1988, trying to sell potions, pills, this, that, and the other, you name it, I've done it, and I failed miserably. All right, this is totally different. It's a way for you to donate to another fellow human being, like everybody on this panel, that can use that to change their life and open up their financial freedom, and what Greg said, time freedom. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a one-time deal. This is a monthly process that you will have to complete month after month after month. My question is to you. You see that bottom number in the pink column right there? If Greg will bring that right up, he'll point to that. That's $90,623.86 per month, providing you are willing to give up and pay up and give away and donate at least around $2,000 per month. I don't know about you, all the guys on the panel here, anybody in that program would like to do that? Do I see your hands? Anybody on the panel that would like to do that? For sure. I'm on that panel. I'm sure Greg is, but what this calculator is here, it's for our team to go in and find out. If you would have bought Bitcoin yesterday and say, Greg, put in $300, because when Bitcoin started, it was $13.13, ladies and gentlemen, in January of 2013. If it dropped down to $300, it would be, your profits would drop down to $47,259 a month. Oh my God, I don't know if you can live on that, right? Let's say that you got in today at the 575 and it went up to 675, Greg. What would that do for people? I mean, you got to realize too, I'm going to show you another page that I hope that maybe Greg can bring open for us, but there it is. Look at that. Now it went to $106,332 a month. And how does the price of Bitcoin go up or down? What causes that? There is a certain number of Bitcoin that have been scheduled to be issued, and that number will, once it is filled, it will be done and will not be issued anymore. Greg, if you could, my friend, maybe you could open up blockchain.info and we can show the folks where these things are tracked from, and you can see how quickly these transactions are taking place at blockchain.info. This is where all of Bitcoin's transactions are taking place. And as you can see on the left-hand side of his screen, as those scroll up and down where he's got his finger there, those are people that are sending Bitcoin, they're trading Bitcoin for services, for product, they're sending it to friends, to family, they're trading it now. Why? Because they probably bought it at a lower rate and they trade it and sell it and it's worth more. I don't know about you gentlemen out there in the YouTube world or wherever you're at. If you got questions about it, you can actually click on the little button in the left-hand corner of the screen down there and say, hey, join the conversation, and we'll answer your questions live on the screen. But this is Bitcoin live, and it's there all the time. And as you can see over to the right or up at the top, Greg can see how many have been issued, and there's only going to be so many issued. Look at that. There's numbers are large, and there's a lot right up at the top. So this is done around the world. It is people that are trading money back and forth using Bitcoin as their banking system around the world. Much, much quicker, much, much faster, cheaper, and Uncle Sam or whatever government you live at will never be able to go in and take it. So thank you very much for sharing that with us, Greg. I hope that helped. I'll let you come on back and maybe throw some 2 cents in there or 3. I'm sure you can, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to stop sharing now and come on back to the Hangout. Yeah, I like the calculators. It shows the money. And, and this all starts out, I like Czar Fund because it's a real team deal. I'm not going to go too much into it because we really get into how it works and everything on Thursday nights. But it's a true team build. You can only get 2 people. No matter how many times you promote your link, all you're going to get is 2 people on your first level. But you are helping your team below there. So if you promote your link and you get 2 people, when you keep promoting it, 2 more people come. Guess what? The 2 people you just got them a person because it's going to let them, go under one of your team members. And unlike, how would you put it? Unlike products and stuff that you like a binary, you got the guru on top up here getting all the signups and making all the money, but the spillover's coming down to you, and the only thing you're getting is volume. That's not Czar Fund. Czar Fund, when you get the spillover, you're getting paid because they go to you as a sponsor. You are their sponsor. So that's another thing that I like about it, talking about helping people. And that's just a little bit of what we go over on Thursdays. Um, so anything else we need to cover on tonight's thing? I mean, I like the residual income. I mean, we talked about residual income because if you got residual bills, you need residual income. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find something that makes you money while you sleep, you'll work to the day you die, and that is a proven fact. That is a proven fact. You don't believe me? Ask half of these people that are out there that are over the age that are already retired. Go ask the door greeter at Walmart that's 70 years old. Ask him why he's still working. Because half the time people can't live off the retirement. It's called the 40-40-40 plan. You work 40 hours a week for 40 years to live on 40% of your income when you retire. So I got out of that. Everybody on here is getting out of that. So that's the reason we're after time freedom, residual income. And now we have the next currency, the future currency, which is Bitcoin. So back to you, Chuck.
Alrighty, hey Greg, thanks a lot for hanging out tonight, brother. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all that you do. And I want to just drop my little nugget of residual income, and I want to thank the guys here that are on the panel for coming out and hanging out with us tonight and sharing their stories about their job slavery and what their lives are about. Because that's what this is all about, guys. This is what this is all about. We're here to help our fellow man. The human touch. I mean, you can check out the news every day. People are getting killed in Chicago, around the world, in Milwaukee. Our cities are going to hell in a handbasket. If I got a swear jar, I'll throw it in there later. But that's the truth. That's the fact. Now, I'm 63, like I said at the beginning of this hangout, and I currently have 7 different residual incomes. I don't have a JOB. All right? I haven't had a JOB in years. I refused to ever go back to a JOB when I started in 1989. But I got into being self-employed. It was actually self-enslaved. And I worked in a Sonic drive-in like a bakery shop 24/7, 365, and I did it over and over and over again for 10 years. And I decided, well, I don't like this anymore, so now I'm going to do something else. And I self-enslaved myself into the delivery business. And I delivered everything from frozen lobsters to tires to beds to them ready to assemble desks that weigh so much to 12 cases of copy paper and put them all up until I broke my arm, my shoulder, messed everything up. And when I couldn't do it anymore, guess what happened? I didn't have any paycheck. I had no money. Luckily, along the way, I had enough knowledge that I knew that I needed to have some residual income. So I purchased some rental properties. I purchased them a long time ago. I purchased them, and actually they're still being paid for. But they create what's called a cash flow, a residual cash flow for me, and I have multiple of those, all right? I own multiple pieces of multiple businesses. Some of the folks you may see end up on this panel, but Fred Staff and I from Bolivia own a company called Employee Watch. We've owned it for 15 years, residually money every year like clockwork. My wife owns a company, also owns a nail salon. She has established a clientele that she goes and does day after day after day after day. That's residual. And she does it not because she has to. She does it like Stephen was talking about the bicycles that he enjoyed. She does it because she enjoys it. And that's what makes life really great, you know? I mean, when you can do something that you really enjoy and you can make a living doing it, that's just superb, you know what I mean? So now you come along and you try this internet thing, and I've been swinging this internet bat since 1988 also in the network marketing business, which I failed at miserably, right? And I failed at miserably online until I found a company and a group of people like these people on this panel tonight. That's what makes the difference. I can see everything on the internet, and I've seen them all, and they look like billboards on the highway going by and flashing at me. You can get rich. You can do this. You can do that. You can do this. Come get this. And my potion will do this. You can make it erect here. You can get skinny here. You can make money. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a firm believer that when you really, really stop and smell the coffee and meet the people and help the people, it'll come back to you. Just like Warren Buffett said, when I go to sleep, I wake up every morning with more money, dinero, pesos, rupees, whatever it is. I wake up every morning with more. To me, that's the epitome of my success. Now, how long did it take me to get here? 30 years. 30 years it took me to get here. I got the teeth knocked out. I got the bruises. I got the bumps. I got the messed up shoulders to prove it. It took me a long way to get to the point that I had to do something, and I did it when I bought into my first restaurant. I did it at that point. I said, I'm going to take a certain amount of money. I paid myself every week regardless. If you don't do anything else from this hangout, do yourself a favor. Make yourself and your future the most important thing in your life. When the dollars come in, who is the most important in your life? You should be. You pay yourself and put it away and put the money to work for you today. This, what we've got here, will do that for you, and we will help anybody that's serious about doing it. All right? Check with us on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Greg will present the entire program to us, share with you. You can also check us out on Skype. It's called Czar Fund. You can check us out on Facebook. Check out the Bitcoin Power Team. Check our YouTube channel out. Just search for Bitcoin Power Team. We'll show up. You'll see us there. All right? So for now, I want to go ahead and say thanks to everybody. I'm going to go ahead and sign out for tonight. We've been doing here for about an hour. And I want to go and say, Greg, is that you waving? Do I need want to come back in, or are you waving good night, my friend?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Unmute yourself. Say good night, everybody, like Gracie used to do on Gracie and Allen. Everybody remember that? I don't know. You be telling your age then. Well, hey, good night, folks. We do appreciate it, and we will see you on Thursday night. If not, then we will talk to you the next time. Get back with the person that invited you to check this hangout. Take care, and remember, please, do unto others as though you were the others. Reach out there and help somebody up today. Donate $20 for a family or friend. We'll see you later next time. Bye-bye till Thursday. Take care.